Hey guys, it's Ep56 here, and welcome back to episode 56 of our Manchester City Ground. Now in today's episode, we've got some more matches to play. The first game is against Roma in the round of 16. That's the second leg after we played the previous leg in the last episode. We won the game 2-0, got ourselves 2 away goals, so we should pretty much be through in today's game. Of course, it depends how we perform in the match, but I reckon that we do have a very good chance of getting into the quarterfinals of the Champions Cup. Then for the rest of today's episode, we've got some more league matches to play. The next game against Leicester City is in 4 days' time. We'll be playing that match, then simming the game against Stoke, playing the game against Hull City, and maybe even getting onto the game against Middlesbrough as well. It kind of depends how we get on. And then we've got not too many more matches, to be honest, left of this season. We are getting towards the end of the season now. Obviously trying to win the Premier League, trying to also win the Champions League as well, having won the EFL Cup in the last episode. Before we get into things though, if we could try 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel and maybe you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's crack on with today's episode. Okay, so this is the side that I'm going to go with for the game against Roma. Edison starts in goal, Cancelo at right back, Company, Tara and Mendy in defence. In front of that, we've got Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan, and then Moreno, Asensio and Neymar starts our 3 centre attacking mids. And then Sergio Aguero is going to play as our striker. So we'll see how that goes. This is actually I've gone with Mangala, Rose, Delph, Roberts, Diaz, Ferreira and Gabriel Jesus. Of course, the game against Leicester City in 4 days' time, so we have to kind of think about that one as well. But I'm happy with that team. It's quite a strong side, considering we're already 2 goals up, but no doubt we will make a lot of changes if we are able to get a 3rd and 4th goal in the first half. Okay, so let's begin this game against Roma, hopefully going to get ourselves into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Let's see how we do. I think this is obviously a strong enough team to beat them here. It's just dependent on whether we can get ourselves goals in the first half. That is obviously what we need to try and do, so we can then take off the players that will obviously need to play in the game against Leicester next time round. Neymar trying to run his way through the Roma defence. He might be able to do it as well. What a challenge there. Right at the last moment, they managed to just about get in front of Neymar, prevent the shot. And it's out for a corner. Kevin De Bruyne to deliver into the middle. Mendy's in there, leaps for it. Goes back out to De Bruyne, and that'll be a corner. Same again, hopefully. This time maybe get someone's head on it. Go on. Oh, goes all the way through. Cancelo into Kevin De Bruyne. Tight angle. He'll shoot anyway, just over the bar. And maybe even wide as well. 11 minutes into this game, starting to throw a few shots at them. Roma struggling really to go forward themselves. Asensio into Sergio Aguero. Go on, must be a goal. How? Jeez, wow, that is bad. That is really, really bad. Poor finish from Sergio Aguero. A few episodes in a row now that those sort of things have been happening. That's 6 or 7 shots with 17 minutes into this game. It's one-way traffic completely here. Can't get ourselves the other goal though. We're just struggling to finish at the moment. Go on. Yes, through to Kevin De Bruyne. Brilliant play off the bar. Oh my days, that's the closest, yeah. Kevin De Bruyne smashes the bar. Really good bit of play, though, between those 3 players on the edge of the box. Couldn't result in a goal yet again. How many chances are we going to have? How many are we not going to take? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Company. The press is really high up the pitch. They're struggling to cope with it. Asensio going to look for the cross. And it didn't quite work. Neymar will now hit it on his right foot from range. Actually had to be saved. That's a little bit of a surprising shot. Very, very good. Again, Gundogan going for it. Again, it doesn't quite get there. Wanting to get back out of the pitch yet again. It keeps happening. They've not learned the lesson. He's going to Gundogan now into Asensio. Now it's Neymar to shoot. Oh, hits the bar for a second time. And the goalkeeper punches away. How many times? How many times is this going to happen? 27 minutes in. I'm sure we're in double digits now for shots. Roma trying to get into our half for the first time. I think maybe even in this first half. I can't really remember them being in our half too many times. At least not in a long, long time. Anyway, finally getting in there. But now we're going to continue to attack them again. Moreno on the right-hand side has got a great chance here to be a bit direct and keep going. He's going to shoot. Moreno saved by the goalkeeper. Cleared. I was hoping for an opportunity to put it across the box, but didn't really see one opening up. Half-time still remains 0-0 somehow. I mean, it's an unbelievable match as this one. It's a typical sort of match where you have so many chances and you don't score. Luckily, we don't need to score. We're already going through, but it's still frustrating when you're trying to add a 3rd and 4th goal. You've had 11 shots. 3 shots on target. I mean, Roma, I forgot they were playing, to be totally honest. It's been that easy for us. Every time playing out the back, every time they keep losing it, and it's just really simple for us to win back the ball. So, we're just not scoring. That's been the issue at the moment. We're not having enough chances on goal. Hit the bar twice, which is nearly as many shots as we've had on goal, on target. So, yeah, that's obviously very frustrating. Hopefully going to get the 3rd and 4th goal though in this half. Got to try and do something a little bit different. That being obviously scoring. Aguero trying to turn his man and shoot, going to fall to De Bruyne. What is that? How many times does that happen to us? Why have we skied that? That is such a simple shot. I'm not saying he should score it, but he should get it on target. That is over the bar by a mile. Don't know what is going on with our finishing, but it doesn't seem right at times. Absolutely terrible. Usually our finishing has been pretty good, to be honest, on FIFA 17 in particular, but This has been terrible, our finishing in recent episodes. I don't know why we can't seem to get the ball on target. I don't feel like I'm trying to hit it too hard. I just feel like I'm hitting it normally, to be honest. But Moreno with another good chance. Moreno to shoot. This time not quite enough power, and that time too much again. Blazed it over the bar. Still 0-0. This is a crazy, crazy match. How many goals should we have had here? I mean, we could genuinely be in double digits. We've had that many opportunities on goal. Cancelo still going. Looking for a cutback maybe into Sergio Aguero. It has to be a goal. Aguero smashes it home on his left foot. That's more like it. He can just about do it on his weak foot there. 20 minutes left of this game. Let's take some players off. Rest them for the Leicester City game. Whew, I need a rest as well. That was ridiculous the amount of chances we've had. And also Moreno's been injured in the build-up play to that. Great news. Okay, all three changes. Moreno, Neymar and Aguero all to come off. We'll bring on Diaz, Ferreira and Roberts. And like I say, take off the injured Moreno, Neymar and Aguero. Both very tired, those guys. So we will take them off for now. And we'll see how we get with the final 20 minutes. Of course, we've got ourselves probably into the quarterfinals now. With just 20 minutes left. Hopefully going to see the game out, maybe if it hit on the break as well, but I'll be curious to see how those substitutes do in the final 20 minutes of this match. Maybe an opportunity for them to try and make a claim for the first team. Well played, Roberts. That is terrible. Come on. Can't hack his legs down like that, just because he got away from you. Diaz, yes, into Ferreira. Looking to try and get away from them. Plays it across to Patrick Roberts. Does he have to finish on his right foot straight at the keeper? Had to be cleared by the Roma defence. Really good opportunity. Should really have been a second goal in this match. Still a chance though for De Bruyne to hit it. This time over the bar. Go on, yes. Ball into Diaz. Fantastic run from him. Does he have to finish? Diaz to shoot. Off the bar again 3 times in this match. Asensio to try and get it back in. Diaz again in there and actually connects with it. Again though, straight to the goalkeeper. Such a good chance. We've scored 1 goal in this game. It's unbelievable. This match has been one of our best performances in terms of keeping the play in their half, in terms of keeping the possession, creating chances. It's probably been one of our best performances ever. In terms of finishing, it's probably been one of our worst performances ever. 1 goal with the amount of chance we've had is unacceptable. 3 shots hitting the bar in this game. Absolutely crazy sort of match, but like I say, we've been incredible in some aspects and then probably the worst in other aspects as well. But in general, performance-wise, absolutely brilliant. Like I say, though, just not having enough finishers on the pitch. Roberts might finish this. Oh, that's going to deflect. Asensio back into the middle. And going to try and pick out Diaz. Asensio still has it. Still looking for Diaz. Still gets cleared. That's it. A 1-0 win. 3-0 aggregate. How this game has finished 1-0 is crazy. Luckily, we didn't need the goals in today's match. 20 shots. 9 on target. 9 on target obviously tells you the main issue in this game. 2 shots for Roma, 1 shot on target, both of which in the second half. Madness. Absolute 20 shots, 1 goal. That is crazy. Should be doing much better. Like I say, the possession, the play was absolutely incredible. One of our best matches ever, potentially. And yeah, just didn't for some reason get the goal still. Unbelievable stuff. I can't even put it down to good goalkeeping. It's just bad finishing from us. Amongst that, we have a player injured. That's Moreno, out for 4 weeks with a sprained knee. Obviously not good news for us, but we are lucky with the amount of squad depth that we have in this team. There'll be other players to come around and into the side and hopefully manage to obviously replace Moreno for those 4 weeks that he's out. We've also got an international break as well, so he won't be missed for that much, to be honest. Okay, so on to the game against Leicester. This is the team that I'm going to go with. Ederson starts in goal. Kyle Walker, Stones, Mangala and Rose in defence. In front of that, Suarez and Fabian Delph, Raheem Sterling, De Bruyne and Neymar as our 3 centre attacking mids. And Gabriel Jesus will start up front for us. This is the bench I've gone with. Tar, Ferreira, Lewis, Roberts, Diaz, Salina and Ferreira all on there. Of course, a slightly changed bench with a few different youngsters on there. But we do have a lot of players being dropped, obviously, as we played 4 days ago. This is now a league game against Leicester City. Obviously in a great position at the moment. Top of the league, I think by about 7 points as well. Leicester City are currently 5th as well. So they're doing all right this season. We are still 13 points in front of them. But we are in a fantastic position. We've scored the most goals, conceded the least goals as well. So in theory we should win this game. Let's see how we get on. Obviously one of our stronger teams out in this game, but still some changes here and there. Let's see how we get on before the international break. Okay, let's go for this match. Hopefully going to get ourselves 3 points. Neymar starting this game yet again. Wanted to obviously give him as much game time as possible. He is a real game changer for us. And hopefully he's going to do exactly the same in this game as well. Chance. Oh, 1-0 Leicester. It's Gray with a fantastic run, really good attack from them actually, quite a direct attack that's found Damari Gray on the right hand side, weaves them out of a few players and puts the 1-0 up 10 minutes into this game. Great start for Leicester, like I say, the long balls really killed us there, to be honest. Danny Rose couldn't handle it, Mangala couldn't stop it, neither could John Stones. Damari Gray with a good finish. 1-0, bit too easy really for the Leicester City attackers there, should have prevented that attack, but with 3 defenders we still didn't manage to. De Bruyne, through to Gabriel Jesus, a chance, oh good save by the goalkeeper. Finish wasn't quite there. Neymar looking to keep the attack alive, unable to do that. Rose will try it though up against Demarai Gray, and eventually Leicester City will clear. Leicester City have had more shots on our goal than Roma did in the whole 90 minutes, and we're only 25 minutes in so far into this game, so it does kind of tell you the way Leicester City are playing this match. They're playing well, and they've had another again. They've probably doubled the amount of shots Roma have had now. It's been quite a good start from them, to say the least. Inside the opening 30 minutes, they've probably had the better opportunities. Rose gone. Oh, what a hit on his right foot, it's gone in. Danny Rose on his weaker side. I didn't think it had actually gone in, I thought it had gone wide. Hence the delayed reaction, and with 5 minutes left of the first half, we are drawing the game here against Leicester City. Brilliant bit of play. I was hoping one of those long shots would eventually go in. We finally managed to do it with Danny Rose. Wasn't supposed to be on his right foot, but it ended up going in on his right foot. It's a really good strike into the top right-hand corner. Can't stop that. It's 1-1. That's it for the first half. Still drawing the game 1-1 here. Also been a very interesting first half. Both sides having really good opportunities. Actually quite a competitive game. And I think 1-1 is probably a justified scoreline. I've just actually seen Gabriel Jesus is somehow just gone off injured, or needs to come off injured. Okay, that happened unexpectedly. No idea when it's happened. But he's going to have to come off, and we're going to have to stick Ferreira up front. Really strange. In fact, what we'll do is put Neymar up front. We've not seen much of him so far in the first half. Don't know how that's happened. Maybe it was from that free kick they had a second ago. And maybe it landed awkwardly. No idea. Hopefully not a bad injury. A couple of injuries recently. Certainly not going to help us out. But if he's just out over the international break, then of course that's fine. But if it's months, then maybe not so fine. De Bruyne into Neymar. Great bit of passing. Neymar to shoot. Oh, wide. I thought it'd gone in. Kept himself onside really well. Great chance for him there, but in the end it seemed like it had gone quite a bit wide. Oh, hits the post. Had to be cleared. Great chance for Leicester City. Certainly looking a threat still on the attack here. Our attack hasn't been quite as good in the second half. Neymar's still looking to try and create something rather than finish something off. Kyle Walker will go forward. He's only got De Bruyne in the middle. Gets caught up by Ginter of all people. Yes, well played, Delph. Now Neymar looking for another pass. We're struggling really. Very tired players. De Bruyne goes for a strike. Too far out. Let's make some changes. Our players are really tired here. Final 2 changes. Diaz and Roberts to come on. We'll take off De Bruyne and Neymar. Obviously weakening our attack massively. That means Raheem Sterling's going to have to go play up front for us. 85 finishing, so I'm not too worried in that sense. He does have decent finishing. Whether he'll actually be good in game, it remains to be seen. But about 15 minutes left of this match. Frustrating, obviously, at the moment. It doesn't seem like we're going to get 3 points. We're not managing to create as much as I'd hoped, to be honest, in this game. Leicester City have looked a good side and defending pretty well as well. One final opportunity maybe if Sterling makes the right run here. It's not a great pass from Delph. Sterling goes wide. Gonna have to look for someone inside. Chance for Ferreira, gets blocked. Roberts will try to get there. It's going to be another corner. This could be the final opportunity. Got to pick out somebody tall in the middle. Suarez to deliver. Mangala looking to get on the end of it. Another corner. Must be. Don't give a goal kick. Yes, corner. Suarez again. Come on, pick somebody out. Sterling of all people in there. That's the last person I want to see in the box. Kyle Walker, going to lose it. That'll be it. That will be it. Matt Brighton will get there. And the ref blows his whistle. 1-1. Leicester City have played well, but frustrating because we should do more. 7 shots, 4 on target. Leicester City 5 shots, 4 on target themselves. So yeah, frustrating result really for us. Dropped 2 points there very much. And should have really beaten a team like Leicester City on paper. We've got the better side, of course, but they defended really well, and they've done what a lot of teams have done to us this season, which is be really strong in defence, and it causes some issues trying to break them down. Another injury, another 4-week injury, sprained ankle this time round. That's Gabriel Jesus out for a little while. We've also got suspension over there for Sol. That's the reason why I didn't play in that game. And yeah, we'll move on to the next game now. I'm pretty sure we're simming the next match. I think it might be Stoke City, I said. That's after the international break, though, so hopefully no more injuries during that period. Let's crack on with some player draws, though, before we get into the international break, see how we get on this week, and also these guys will probably be trained up over the next couple of weeks as well, due to that international break. Well, goes up to 67 overall. Increases on a few of his stats there obviously caused that, and it's good to see him starting to go up quite a lot. 11 overall so far this season, so doing really, really well. Hopefully going to have time for another session at one point. During the international break, we'll have to wait and see. Franco Gomez wants to cancel his contract at the Youth Academy. We'll try and see whether there's any good, and if he is, then obviously we'll offer him a deal. Yeah, I'd say looks pretty good. Potential of 89 to 94. 60 overall currently, 18 years old. Hopefully there's enough space in our club. I've not actually checked, to be honest, but we'll wait and find out when he accepts it or rejects it. Future first team player. and we'll see what happens there. I'm expecting in the next couple of days some more emails to come through. Usually it's not just one player that wants to cancel. Usually there's a couple at a time, so we only have one space, which will make things interesting when other players want to join us as well. Chance for some more play drills, exactly the same players yet again. Determined to try and get these guys up, going up a little bit more, and we'll wait to see this week whether we do make much progress. A few stats go up actually, I think 5 across the board there, so not too bad. Manuel was the only player I think that actually saw his stats go up. Ferreira not making too much progress nowadays, so maybe need to look to change that up at some point. We are currently 8 points in front of Chelsea, so actually extended our lead. The teams below us must have actually dropped more points than us in the last game, which is obviously good news. Helps us out massively. And we've got quite a lot of emails to take a look at. First of all, it is Marlos Moreno is back from injury. That was a quick one. And Franco Gomez has accepted the contract at the Youth Academy, which is obviously great news. We'll also take a look at our monthly scout updates as well, because we do have one more player that can join us. It's going to be Henry Price, the 16-year-old that'll join us. We'll leave the 17-year-old in there for now until we have another space. So on to the penultimate game of today's episode. That'll be against Stoke City. We're going to sim this game, and then we'll play the next match against Hull City to finish off the episode. And we do have quite a strong team out. Some changes obviously made, because we've got Hull City in 4 days' time. And we've also found out that we've got PSG in the quarterfinals as well to play next episode. Aguero puts us 1-0 up here, 18 minutes in. Great start to the game. Mendy gets himself a booking as well 10 minutes later. And Suarez puts us 2-0 up 39 minutes into this game. Into the second half, Diaz on, Selena off. Well, I think skip it here, actually. We should win the game. We have done. Sergio Aguero adds a third of the scoreline, gets his second of the game. A comfortable 3 points there for us. Very happy with that one. And that means that we are now 11 points in front of Chelsea. God, Chelsea must have lost again. Not on a good run for them, but we are certainly in a really good run at the moment. 9 games left of this season, and we are currently 11 points in front of second place. Gabriel Jesus returns from injury. That's great news again for us. He should be back for next episode. Ferreira disappointed not to start. Yeah, he started the wrong Ferreira by the looks of it. And we will hopefully try and play him. I think in the next couple of games he'll come on at some point. Okay, on to the game against Hull City to finish off today's episode. This is the side that I'm going to go with. Edison, Kyle Walker, Stones, Tara, Rose in defence. In front of that, Kevin De Bruyne and Sol. Then we got Raheem Sterling, Asensio, Neymar and Sergio Aguero as the front four. This is the bench that I've gone with. 3 defenders on there. A little bit unusual, but Cancelo can obviously play a little bit further forward on that right-hand side. So Mangala, Ferreira, Cancelo, Gundogan, Fernandes, Moreno and Ferreira all get on the bench. Moreno also returning from injury still, so doesn't start for the obvious reasons there. He might well come off the bench if we don't need him, though of course he won't. We'll wait for the next game, next episode. Let's see how we get on. Can we finish strongly in today's episode by getting ourselves another 3 points? Okay, then here we go for this game against Hull City to finish off today's episode at their stadium. We're going to hopefully try get ourselves 3 points. Of course, that's always going to be the aim, especially after a disappointing game against Leicester City where we were unable to do that. I am expecting another tough defensive performance though from Hull City. I don't think this will be an easy game. Sometimes the lesser sides, let's say, can make things a little bit more difficult for you. Aguero slips it in here to Kevin De Bruyne to shoot. De Bruyne saved by the goalkeeper. Got to score it. Thought he had as well. Couldn't quite get the angle right again. Just couldn't find the corner. Every single time it seems to be just gravitating towards the goalkeeper, and it just makes it really easy for him. But every time I'm obviously not aiming for the keeper. We just don't seem to really ever find the opposite corner. Asensio, go on. Oh, found the corner, but so did the keeper. Asensio into Kevin De Bruyne. Gotta be a chance. Blocked. Aguero back into Raheem Sterling to shoot. This time finds the top corner. That's more like it. Raheem Sterling with the goal, and he's chipped in with a nice one there just before half-time. Makes it 1-0. Hull City have been making things difficult for us. They've been defending pretty well. Not as well as some other teams we've come up against, but yeah, they've actually done okay in possession at times as well, to be fair to them. This time they've won it back. We've managed to create something and finally find the back of the net. Got past all their blocks, all the players that they're throwing in front of us, and it's a really good finish from Sterling. Places it into the top left-hand corner. It's 1-0. Half-time, still winning the game 1-0. Got to try and push for a second goal in this second half. Of course, Hull City will create some chances, and they will probably take one at some point, or they'll look like taking one anyway. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Got to get ourselves a second goal as soon as possible. Okay, first change, Aguero off. We're going to bring on Cancelo to play on the right-hand side of centre attacking mid. And that means Neymar's going to go up front. Asensio now on the left-hand side. Raheem Sterling at centre attacking mid. Aguero comes off because he's very tired. And of course, we've got other games to come up as well in the next few days. He has played a lot of matches recently as well, so it's fair for him, I think, to get a little bit of a rest here. Gabriel Jesus is coming back from injury, though, which will obviously help take the load off him a little bit. Go on to Neymar. What a pass from Raheem Sterling. Neymar running away. Does he have the finish? He does, just about enough power. Didn't again have the positioning, but he's got the power this time, and it finds a way past the goalkeeper. It's 2-0 now. Neymar gets the second goal. That should be the game killed off with 25 minutes left of this match. Great pass from Raheem Sterling, just put him in the centre attacking mid position, and he's already found a ball through to the striker that's just gone up there as well. Goalkeeper can't handle it and finds a way past him. Like I say, didn't quite have the precision that we were after. Certainly wasn't supposed to go down the middle, but it found that place anyway. The keeper couldn't handle it, and it goes into the back of the net, 2-0. Chance. Oh, what a save from Ederson. He was offside anyway, but that's a fantastic save from him. Final two changes, Moreno and Fernandes to come on. We'll take off Neymar and also Asensio as well. Rest those guys. There's about 9 minutes left of this game, so it's only the last couple of changes really for the last few minutes. Moreno will come on. Obviously, as he's recovering from injury now, he's going to go up front for the last few minutes of this game. Hopefully perform well. We'll wait and see. Obviously not going to have that many chances though. Fernandes going to shoot from a tight angle. Marshall saves. That's it. It's a good win for us. A 2-goal win. It's something that we've not had a lot of at times during the season, so I'm happy that we've managed to get ourselves 2 goals. Got ourselves to 3 points, of course, which is the most important thing as ever. Fully deserved victory. Really happy with that. 9 shots, 6 on target. Started to take a few more of our chances there. And kept hold of possession pretty well at times as well during that game, as did Hull City in that first half in particular. But overall, really happy with that. 3 points, of course, as well. That should now keep us at about 11 points in front of second place. Yes, it does. With 8 games to go, we are 11 points in front of Liverpool, who are in second place on 53 points. We're obviously in a fantastic position. We are going to quickly do some play drills before we end things in today's episode. I think we are pretty happy with these drills. I was actually going to change Ferreira, wasn't I? But he might well go up on a couple of stats this week. So we'll keep it the same. We'll go with that. Samuel will remain actually in these drills as well. All 3 of those drills will be done as he goes up to 68 overall. That's 12 overalls now he's gone up this season. Looking really, really good. Hopefully by next season we can see him a little bit closer to sort of 70, 75 overall, that sort of region. And maybe he can get into the team a little bit more often. But that concludes today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, maybe you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe as well down below, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.